I see dead people.
Hated to love it, the underdogs on top. And I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop.
Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you keep
The underdogs on top. The underdogs on top.
Go ahead, envy me.
The underdogs on top.
And I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me.
Rockin' like the
Rockin' like a 6 on top. Whole club rockin' like a 6.
rockin' like the
Rockin' like a 6 on top. Whole club rockin' like a 6. Rockin' like a 6 on top.
The underdogs on top.
rockin' like the
Rockin' like a 6 on top. This nigga did it again. Let me put you on the game.
Hello, pretzels, and welcome back to the tripod. Hey, Sheriff, how's it going? So we're gonna start things off a little light. We're gonna start with Impact. I know it's gonna be a little weird this week, folks, but Impact. I don't like to be negative. I mean, you guys know me. I'm the most positive guy you know. What the fuck is going on with Impact TNA? This is getting elite territory, because I was watching this and then I was like, what the fuck? I mean, we're gonna do a highlighted version of this because there's not much. It's slim pickings this week, folks. I'm just gonna go straight to the main event because that's what I enjoyed. I fell asleep during Jody Threat versus Tasha Steelz. I was like,
of course you did. Hold on, man.
I woke up and I was like, what? Oh, it's main event time. Good.
We gotta be fair. We gotta shit on Impact like we have shit on the other shows in the past. So I think we need to shit on it. We gotta be fair. Just because it's new, we can't show favoritism. That is not what we do here. When you fuck up, you get shitted on by the tripod because we got jokes.
You can tell with the absence of Demora, man, you can tell. And it's just like, wow, Broken Matt, get the fuck out of here. The main event, folks, was Trent 7 versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Of course, these guys. I mean, we talk about people being best friends are going to fuck each other up. These guys have got to be best friends because they fucked each other up. Ali, of course, came out there to smile and cheer him on because, you know, he's a jerk. Mm-hmm. This was a great match. Trent with those chest-splitting chops, giving the Stallion Pete treatment to Bailey's toes. That's why you got to wear fucking shoes, man. Don't be like Matt Riddle. What's wrong with you? Bailey accidentally boots Ali. He's smiling with the shit-eating grin. It's funny. Matthew Rainwalt? Is that what his name? His real name is Renwalt. I mean, he's the drama king forever to me, but he was all offended that Ali got attacked. Birmingham Hammer on the apron, that was sick. We get chops, we get kicks, we get flips. Durka shows up and trips up Speedball. Trent Birmingham Hammer for the win. This, of course, by far was the best thing on the show. But Sticks, what was your opinion of the main event of this week's Impact?
Oh yeah, this was a great match. It was by far, like you said, was the highlight of the episode. These gentlemen, like we've always talked about, when you have two guys or gals who are friends, best friends, they are going to give you 110%. And you could tell laying in the moves. Like even there was a back and forth where I think it was Speedball chopped Trent in the back, and then they start talking about how like that was like, oh, you don't do that. So Speedball knew he fucked up. So what did they do? He turned his back. And he's like, okay, you got to give it to me. We had that going back and forth. Like you said, he showed why you need to be wearing wrestling shoes or boots in the ring. He went after the toes. The Birmingham Hammer on the apron. I mean, these guys went at it. We all know, all three of us have watching Impact. We know how good Speedball is. All three of us too have, having watched Trent 7 in WWE, and then now in here, know how good of a guy he is, how good of a wrestler he is. This was a great showcase to show you that this man not only is a great tag team wrestler, but when you throw him in not only a main event, but in a singles match, this man has moves. Like this guy is one of the epitomes, one of the pillars of British strong style. He showed it in this match. Yeah, we had a little bit of fuck shit with Champagne Singh, but of course you knew we were probably going to get that with the presence of Ali. But all in all, great main event match, totally main event worthy. And is, like you said, the real only highlight of TNA from this Thursday.
And I mean, I'm kind of glad that Trent Seven won because he's just going to be fed to Ali anyway. Whoever won this match is destined to lose to Ali anyway. Speedball will get his shot later, but Cesar, what did you think of the main event of Impact this past week?
Yeah, this shit was good. Yeah, they was cooking with old Speedball and old Trent Seven, the mustache, walking his lily white ass out there. Yeah, they cooked all around this ring. Chops, kicks, like you said, flips, splashes, drops, suplexes. Yeah, cracking that nigga's toes. And then old Mustafa Ali come out there saying that Doom Coon language. And then this cracker speaking that Durka Doom Coon, Taziki on your sauce, bitch. And then next thing you know, he catching heat. Yeah, Drama King be cooking. He be cooking at that table when it's for a heel. He gets to cooking. And yeah, it's always great. I ain't never mad when that heifer out there sitting there with old fuck faces. Yeah, never forget. But yeah, this match was really great. Yeah, it was the first and last great match on the night.
Exactly. Well, on that note, Cesar, do you have any other honorable mention from this past week's Impact Wrestling?
Nigga. This nigga had a whole fucking dumbass statue of this bitch outside of that ring. For that Jordan Grace match, nigga pouring champagne at a fucking statue. Oh, yeah. Fucking, and then fucking Drama King was churching that shit up. He was churching that shit up. That shit was good. He was churching it up. Had a stand-in for that bit. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, the matches weren't great. What did that? What Diener and something were being ignorant. I think with the good hand. I guess they figuring out this nigga, the octopus, skeeting Black Soul, skeeting in everybody's mouth, getting it all in their soul. So he owns some damn black magic cracker shit. All right, good black magic nigga shit.
What I thought you were gonna say was the fact that next week we're getting Ace Austin.
That's something to look forward to. I ain't done shitting on this show yet. Okay. We ain't even wiped yet. We ain't even wiped from the Taco Bell diarrhea storm that an hour and probably 10 minutes of runtime this show was. What was even the opening? I don't even know what the opening match was.
The opener was the
tag team match
versus Ryan and Broken Matt.
This nigga, this nigga can't even get work on ATW, and now he in TNA. Dolph was on vacation until the end of the match. Now this nigga look mad. Dolph gonna turn on his own brother. That's gonna be a shame. They're gonna fight for the tag team championships. They're gonna get their ass whooped by the system, as they should. And then he gonna turn on that dirty nigga. Such a shame. Hell, it's great. I got to see Santino. Santino's entertaining. Every time he's around, I don't mind seeing Santino. Gun. Hey, I'm a gunner. Yeah. Hey, okay, boss. We've been trying to call you. Can you please pick up? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind old Santino. Santino good at what he do on that show. Everybody else is trash. And I ain't watched that PCO shit, so get that shit out your head.
I didn't either. Sticks, I mean, I know you are the champion of TNA here. If you can sift through this garbage and find the shining light of this past week's episode that we might have missed.
Shit.
Like Cesar said, really the only things that we have our segments that set up for next week. Like he said, we had our boys, the A, the B, the C backstage. You know, Bay, the ultimate finesse, so your girlfriend's favorite wrestler, talking about, you know, they were on separate pages, but now he felt like they're back on the same page with their tag team rematch that they have. They thought now that all this stuff, maybe the uncertainties were in their past. Ace was like, well, let's hold up. You know, what's the they consider themselves brothers, which they are. Like us three here, we all consider ourselves brothers. They're like, what do brothers do? They fight. So maybe they need to do that. And then after that match, they would be on the same page. Hopefully, fingers crossed, because we all know the world and the universe need our boys to be on the same page and get tag team gold back around their waists again. So we have that. And I'm looking forward to seeing Sami Callihan and Jonathan Gresham. Like, I'm looking forward to see where they go with this with Sami. Like, Sami is back. Sami is very good with he has a very good mind for wrestling, not only for Impact, but I have watched. He has his own wrestling promotion, so the mind that he has for booking that with matches and stuff he does for that, I'm interested to see if they're allowing him to tap into that with this, to see where we go with this.
I like how the majority of our highlights are for next week.
Damn right. This was a setup show.
Well, it essentially was. I mean, when you have an opener of Nick Nemeth and Broken Matt Hardy in a tag team match against the tag team champs, and they win, that pretty much sets the table for what you're gonna get. Like you're gonna go through some shitty appetizers, probably not very good main course, and the dessert was worth it, which was the main event, because basically the dessert was anything you could probably get either through McDonald's drive-through, Dairy Queen drive-through, or just something that you get out of the ice cream aisle at Walmart.
So we got food poisoning to start, but we ended with some sirloin. Fucking
damn straight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on that note, let's look forward to next week, and I'm gonna continue to hand the ball to the ball to our boy Sticks here, because unfortunately I was unable to watch AEW's Double or Nothing. I had to jake it. I had to look at the highlights on fucking Twitter. So I do have some things to say. And Caesar got visited by the Sandman when the show kicked off. He had a couple snoozes here. But that's why there's three of us. Sticks Adam, please, for the people. He braved through the storm. He paid the money. He watched all 8 hours of this fucking pay-per-view. Stixy Drip Drip. I now hand the hosting cap to you, my friend. Take it away.
Well, gentlemen, I am going to go ahead and break down the buy-in episodes. I think we all in pre-tape meetings all said we watched the pre-show, so we at least can be on the same page for the buy-in. So the first match in the buy-in was former TNA alum Deonna Purrazzo and Thunder Rosa, and just some of the chicken scratch that I have. Thunder Rosa comes out dressed like Mexican Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
Deonna Purrazzo, we had a shout out to her husband Steve McClain when she had Thunder Rosa and the Tree of Woe. We all know Steve McClain goes into the opposite corner.
Tag him.
Tag him, mayhem for all. Spears her into the midsection. Rosa had basically how it ended. Rosa had her in the Cobra Clutch. Deonna was able to reverse that. While reversing, put it in a pinning situation, held the bottom rope. Great heel work. And was able to pick up the dub. Not a bad women's match for AEW. I mean, this was we've gone through some stuff with the women's division in AEW. I thought this wasn't a bad women's match for AEW, and I had it down for 5 pretzels. So, gentlemen, go ahead and let me know what you also thought.
Yeah, like I told Sticks before we started recording, this is one of those matches that should have been on the main card because it was Thunder Rosa's best match. I don't like Thunder Rosa. I don't root for Thunder Rosa. But watching this match, this was the first offering we got of the night. I was like, this wasn't too bad. This appetizer, I wouldn't send back. You know, this was pretty good. It was muy caliente with the Thunder Rosa, you know. I don't know why I'm sounding Italian here. I'm not sure. But yeah, this was great. This was great. It was Vegas, Thunder Rosa, Mexican Elvis going out there, showing up, showing out. Deanna, this is the Deanna we love to see. Heel Deanna. I want Deanna to get some gold and while she's in ATW before she moves on to something better. Thunder Rosa, if I was booking, I would have her win this bullshit Owen Cup. I would have her do something else. Keep her away from the titles. Let her earn my respect back because I'm important. I'm the fan. I need to see Thunder Rosa earn her shit. Win this stupid bullshit Owen Cup or title, whatever the fuck it is now. And then we'll see Deanna shine. I want to see Deanna the Virtuosa, which, by the way, I heard the crowd say Thunder Rosa, and then they're all Deanna. No, it should have been Virtuosa, Thunder Rosa. That's what they should have been chanting because she is the Virtuosa. I want to see that little chunky dumpling get her due in AT-Dub. But that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, well, the crowd is white, so that's why they can't get the chance right. Hell, these crackers can't even sing Seth Rollins' song in key. Okay, these crackers can't even do this on beat. And Jey Uso clearly goes out to the ring, goes like this, and then they're still like, he's gonna go down first. He's gonna go down first. Crack ass crackers. So that's why them drunk assholes over there definitely can't say Virtuosa Thunder Rosa. And the shit damn near, the shit does rhyme. It ends the same way. Say all same syllables. They some dumb crackers. Yeah, now. This match cooked. And it might just be that, you know, more of these bitches realize if you want to get paid by the end of your career and you on the indies and you cooking, you know, you're going to have to do some time and possibly get injured by Tony Skeets. Okay? You're going to have to find whatever talent there is there. Maybe like this, about this much. Okay? Most of that card is filler. You know what I'm saying? They got some baddies over there now, but most of the card is filler. But there's a few baddies over there. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to work with them baddies and getting long-term story booking with the baddies. And you do your little 3 years. It's like jail. You know what I'm saying? It was like you was in the NCAA. You know, you were cooking the minors. You were cooking. You almost went pro. You just missed it by that much. And then you started, you know, doing coke. You went to jail. And now you're like, what's that movie with Adam Sandler and Chris Rock?
Longest Yard?
Yeah, you're damn right. So now you're in the jail league. You're in the jail league, and you got to prove you still got it. This is where Deanna's at. She's in the jail league. Now, see, Vince fumbled her, but that won't trips. That won't the man in the kitchen with the Gordon Ramsay pan. You know what I'm saying? That we know that ain't. Find that little piece of shit, Sangria. Find that thing you find when I say this man's name. We know that ain't slanted eye with the talent for booty meat. Well, we know that ain't him. You know, with a girl a little thick in the cakes, but can actually wrestle and cut a promo. We know the man. We know the man with the shot of whiskey in his eye. We know.
You see,
yeah. Jesus Christ! You can't even get the props right on the show. What happened to the budget?
What happened to the budget
on the show?
Deanna, I had her at NXT. but she didn't have an OnlyFans back then, so I wasn't totally aware of her. That's why I didn't execute her. You see, now I see her. I should have used her better. Suck it.
Yeah. Ain't even got a budget for a crooked eye anymore. That's a fucking goddamn shame. It's a fucking movie stub. Probably Fast 8 from 2017.
Furiosa, Caesar. You see,
Caesar, see, don't you know our art department for our backgrounds is blowing the budget? So
yeah,
unfortunately, we cannot. We do not have the money to be able to get a slanted eye, fake eye for Mangrio.
Caesar.
For a stupid ass bit that's been around for I don't know how long. But yeah, she cooking. You know, somebody eventually gonna have to take that title off of Tony. It's gonna be a damn shame. Somebody eventually, so everybody's fighting for that spot. Who's gonna be number 2? Who's gonna be the one to take it off Tony? We hopefully we got some people coming back. We got some Jamie Hayter hopefully coming back. Doctor hopefully coming back. You know, we can get this woman division cooking again. Sorry. It never cooked in the first place, but y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. But yeah, good match. Good match. Yeah, there's probably. I didn't watch it, but I'm guessing there's probably at least 3 matches that could have probably swapped out with this.
Did you guys rate Did you guys pretzel rate this match?
Nope, I didn't even watch the next match. So let's go by quickly on this next pre-show match.
Okay, we had in trios action the Acclaimed versus Cage of Agony.
Yeah, guess who wins? Guess who wins? Guess who wins?
Yeah, guess who wins?
Ryan Kick.
Man, come on. Just highlights. Matt Caster came out. Another great rap.
Mm-hmm.
Caster working on that Freddie Mercury mustache here, boys. So keep an eye on that.
Definitely been to some Diddy parties.
Had a couple of botches. Brian Cage tried clotheslining himself and Daddy Ass over the top rope. Both essentially get stuck on the top rope for what seemed like a good minute or two before both falling over.
Trash.
Caster tried doing the springboard, maybe forearm clothesline, slipped on that. But the Acclaimed Billy Gunn ends up winning with the inside cradle, and the Acclaimed pick up the dub. I was this might be generous on my part. I gave it 3 pretzels. Caesar, go ahead.
You could have gave it 2. You could have gave it 2.
Well, technically that'd have been 4.
Yeah, that was 4, but
I gave it 4.
Yeah.
I ain't that generous.
Yeah, it was Brian Cage. This nigga trash. The niggas he with is trash. I got nothing.
It's like Caster even said in his rap. Nobody knew who the other 2 crackers are that are with him. They don't know his name. And one of them has his name on the front of his wrestling trunks as he pointed it out.
Yeah, I didn't even look at it. Didn't even look. I don't care. If you with Brian Cage, you trash. That's why they had to turn on Swerve. Because they was like, Swerve, we can't have you with these trash ass niggas. All they do is lose.
Let it Swerve a favor. They cut the dead weight off themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Those are 2 of the bloodlines that were pruned off that family tree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's just move on to the main card, Sticks.
Gentlemen, I'm just going to go ahead and let you know this right away. First match of the night, beer cheese match of the night. We had Roddy versus Beer Cheese Ospreay. Hot opener. After this, if you guys didn't watch the pay-per-view after this, I would not have blamed you. This was by far in ring the best match. Right out the gates, while Roddy is doing his pose with the Undisputed Kingdom, Billy Goat comes in, goes for a hidden blade, misses. Roddy throws Will into the railing. Will reverses it, steps on the railing, flips onto the Kingdom, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Taven botched an over the rope clothesline, slipped on it, barely got Ospreay. Ospreay, the Ultimate Professional, still flipped, landed hard on his neck. Like, it didn't look good. Like, it was for a minute there, Ospreay he might have been selling it, but it was like, it looked like he landed on his neck pretty good. Wardlow came in, was going to powerbomb Ospreay while the ref was distracted by the Kingdom. The ref was backing up, ends up backing into Ospreay's ass while he was in the powerbomb position.
Yay!
Ref sees Wardlow, essentially tells Wardlow, "Hey, you do it. I'm gonna. It's not gonna be no DQ. Ospreay will win the title." So Wardlow just like, my bad. As Wardlow gets out, they the Undisputed Kingdom come together. Ospreay does a sweet sky twister out of the ring onto the gentleman. At that point, after that is when the ref decides, okay, Undisputed Kingdom, you guys are gone. Let me flip my page here. Roddy had a lot of offense thrown at Will. This showed for a lot of segments there, Will was showing his heart. He was taking a lot of it. Then we had some transition Jones going on. Roddy goes for, I think it was the end of Heartache for like the third time. Will landed on his feet, hits the hidden blade, Stormbreaker, and new AEW International Champion. Gentlemen, I had this match, 8 pretzels and the beer cheese. I mean, anytime you have Will Ospreay on not only just a regular televised card, but on a pay-per-view card, you're on beer cheese alert. AEW, they did it right out of the gates. I mean, we've seen Roderick Strong in WWE. We know Messiah the Backbreaker. We know this man can have good to great matches, depending on the dance partner. So as soon as we saw, I don't know about you guys, as soon as I saw that he was matched up with Will Ospreay, I knew we were going to probably get a really good Roderick Strong.
Was it a shorter match than usual? Because Will Ospreay usually goes for like 45 minutes.
It was probably maybe 25, 30 minutes, I think. I mean, I lost all concept of time you lose all concept of time during an AEW pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I thought it went the right amount of time for it. It got everything in. Ospreay was able to shine while Roderick Strong was able to show that he is still a very good and capable singles wrestler, even when you throw out the people that could cause the shenanigans. Will Ospreay was able to overcome those shenanigans because he's Will fucking Ospreay. Mm-hmm. I mean, Brubs, come on.
Should Will that Ospreay match have started it? Do you think that was the right move to start it like that?
Well, I mean, you probably see, I wasn't mad at it because you got the good stuff out of the way, but it's just like, where else could, I mean, you probably could put it further on down. I mean, in my opinion, when you have Will Ospreay, if he's not close to the main event, he damn near needs to be, if he's not main event, he needs to be close to it. But, I mean, they were touting the triple main event thing for like the last 2 weeks. So, I mean, the way they stacked the card up, they were doing the in-ring debut of Mercedes Moné. So, they were going to try to put that as close to main event. You have your championship match, and then you had Anarchy Arena. I mean, it's hard to be able to do Anarchy Arena and then like other matches because there's so much shit going on in that match. And the crowd, depending on what they got going on in the match, it's so hard for the crowd to stay in tune after a match like that. So, I mean, if you were to move it, I guess it would have been like you could have had it be like the fourth to last match.
But yeah, that's what I was asking, because if I was booking it, I would have the match of the night be kind of towards the end to wake the crowd back up from all the fucking dullness that they probably would have sat through. Because if you shoot your shot, if the money shot is kicking off your show, your refractory period is going to be the rest of the show. You're going to be like, well, that wasn't as good as the opener. That wasn't as good as the opener. That wasn't as good as the opener. I would have put my money shot a little closer to the end, maybe. But the
ATW crowd, if there was a lull, they got back into it in later matches because they were. I mean, for being ATW, the crowd rebounded and was in a majority of the matches. There was maybe a match or two that they kind of weren't really in, but outside of that, they were kind of in it for most of the pay-per-view.
Well, that being said, what was the next match?
Actually,
it wasn't a match. It was Adam Cole.
Yeah, actually, we had Adam Cole, baby. He comes out, kind of runs down the crowd. Good Adam Cole heel work. Gives an update. He obviously, as we saw, he walked out of the ring, didn't have a crutch, doesn't need a crutch anymore. He's in the middle of rehab. Talks about how we all have a little devil in us, pulls the devil mask out. It was the hammering up to what we had. Lights go out. Video package. You see somebody going down this hallway. You open up this room. It's a picture of MJF. There's this hand that obviously has a dynamite diamond ring on it. You see someone grab it. We go to this mannequin robe, Burberry scarf, and they pull this picture out, a ripped picture that one half of Adam Cole, and then this person has the other half, which is a picture of MJF flipping off the camera.
Was the crowd going nuts?
Mm-hmm.
The crowd was ready for it.
Crowd was hyped.
Music hits. MJF coming out like 2002 Triple H and I believe MSG. Leather coat, jean jacket on the top of it, walking out. Adam Cole, at one point, they kept the camera on him. Adam Cole mouths, "Oh shit." That was good. Adam Cole, this is the thing about Adam Cole. Being in that WWE universe, he had the idea that the camera is on him and did the chicken shit heel thing of, "Oh shit." Knew MJF is back. Comes back. Adam's like, "Whoa, hey, hug it out." They hug it out. MJF takes a step back. Fuck it. Hits him right in the fucking dick and the balls. Cuts a scathing promo saying he's back. Sees the devil mask, basically saying, this is the symbol of the end of 2023. That MJF is gone. Fuck everything else. I gave up I did the one thing that I swore I never would do. I trusted somebody. I befriended somebody. And it bit him in the ass. MJF said, "I'm back. Everybody can suck a big old bag of donkey dicks. MJF is back. I'm coming for revenge." He's on his MJF hate tour. Then proceeds to show probably a not so great tattoo. He's not going anywhere. He's staying in AEW. The Wolf of Wrestling is back. Not a bad promo. Answered obviously a lot of questions. Answered the rumors that a lot of people had said that MJF wasn't leaving AEW. And so it shows and it proves that he's not leaving AEW. So all in all, after your beer cheese match, I wasn't mad at it. We got MJF back. He's gonna get his revenge on Adam Cole, baby. Whenever Adam Cole's probably cleared. So we're gonna get probably a really good man on in ring and on the mic in weeks going forward till we get Adam Cole cleared. So all in all, not a bad opening, maybe 30, 35, 40 minutes of the pay-per-view.
So I watched, of course, a Twitter clip and over there. Remember the checklist I sent to the chat? Shit on WWE.
Oh yeah.
MJF. Shit, if I don't need New Japan or Vince McMahon. All right. And then he starts shouting and cursing. It was cool to see MJF. And then the Triple H jacket, nice touch. Again, shitting on WWE. Yeah, that tattoo looked terrible. But him screaming, like, it's still the same guy to me. Mm-hmm. Until we see him back and he does something completely different. I don't know what he can do. I mean, we've seen heel MJF. He comes out, he makes fun of WWE, he curses, he screams. Here's your paycheck. That's MJF. Again, it was nice seeing MJF. He's doing good. Done. Cesar, I mean, it was okay. I saw the clip. From what you saw, what did you think of that?
Yeah, he's back. He's just saying he's back. Cracker looks darker than a hard R. I don't know what the fuck. He need to stay his ass out of tanning bed before he catch fucking cancer or some fuckery. And when one of them fake bakes. But yeah, he still came out like MJF. I mean, I wouldn't expect him to change. Why would he change? I mean, the crowd was hot for him. Why would he not yell and be MJF? That's all he had to do was go out there.
More of the same.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna kick Adam Cole in the dick. He's gonna yell. Then he's gonna be MJF. So I guess whatever version of MBS he wants to be, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, and then I saw everybody online talking about probably for Wembley, it's going to be probably Ospreay versus MJF because apparently in the interview after Ospreay won the match, he kept insinuating that nobody's on his level. So he said it like 2 or 3 times. And we all know MJF's tag phrase is nobody's on the level of the devil. They brought up the devil mask and all that other shit. And then he even said it. But I don't know. I digress. That's crackers on the internet. But still, Ospreay's never really said it before. He just says he's one of the best. But, he uses that exact phrase. And then the next segment is MJF coming back. So that's where that probably correlates to. But other than that, yeah, it was fun.
What was next, Sticks?
Up next is the Unified Trios title match. We have the newly reformed Death Triangle versus the Bang Bang Gang. Right out of the gates, you know how Death Triangle they do their pose on the ramp. Ray Phoenix about injures himself. About slips come running out there. Slips. Luckily enough, he didn't pull a hamstring or blow out an ACL. Catches himself. Just some quick notes on this. There was good chemistry in this match between both teams. I mean, we had your typical Bullet Club goal, Bang Bang Gang, heel shenanigans. I mean, the Guns, for as much as we shit on them being with Jay White, I think has been great for them, but also good for Jay White because it gives him a couple of people. I mean, he's still coming off of being in a faction from New Japan with Bullet Club. So him having the 2 guys behind him is great. In-ring work chemistry was good between both guys. Just quick, the Guns slid Jay White's golden bat in, distract the ref. Somebody called in the wrestling chat. Juice Robinson, Juice Robinson.
Caveat.
At that time, Pac was up on the top rope. I think he was going to go for Black Arrow. Juice Robinson pulled him off top rope. Jay White hits Blade Runner, and still the Unified Trios champs. Bang Bang Gang. I gave this 5 pretzels. The work in the ring between all 6 men and both teams were good. Like there wasn't any. Outside of the before match slip, there really wasn't any botches in this. It was one of those matches that you could watch. Like I watched it and damn near forgot to take notes just because it was such a fluid, smooth match. So I thought it was a good trios match. I wouldn't mind seeing these guys go at it again because the chemistry, like I said, the chemistry between both teams was good. And I thought it wasn't a bad match to have follow the My Opinion Beer Cheese match of the night.
Is Juice cleared for in-ring action?
I don't know. I'm assuming so. I mean, if at worst he's going to be the 4th wheel that could help distract people, but I'm assuming he's got to be, if not somewhat close to being cleared, if not cleared.
I missed because I mean he was like fucked up. So I want to say if he is showing up, it's either you're gonna milk it for like a couple months, kind of like Dakota Kai did with Damage Control leading to Bailey, and then just eventually just be cleared. But I want to say he's probably got to get back in ring shape. That's what I'm probably thinking. He's got to get. I mean, even though he ain't big. He's probably got to get back into ring shape, and then he's cleared.
Yeah, because remember before, like he would just come out with a cardboard cutout and be crazy. Like
crazy, yeah.
The most entertaining part of the Bullet Club, just during the entrances and just being out there, being annoying. Like he was what was missing from this Bang Bang gang. And now that
he's the only one that's funny.
If he doesn't wrestle, I'm fine with it. I was just curious to know if he was going to be, compete.
Like the Guns aren't heel funny, they're like annoying funny.
Yeah.
Or they're trying to be funny, but they're like annoying. And Jay White's too serious and good to be funny. Like Juice is the entertainment in that group, but he's always been that. So yeah.
What was after that, Sticks?
Up next, we had the AEW Women's Championship. Timeless Toni Storm versus the Professor, Serena Deeb.
Right, that big ass flag. Did that bitch come out with a big ass flag?
I'm trying to remember. I think she did. I was more just mesmerized by how great Timeless Toni Storm and Mariah May looked. I have written down, they looked good. Nigel is out on commentary. We know this. If you're going to have him only do one match, this is the match. This is the match. Blood pressure. The blood pressure is a cooking. This man has blood flowing to one extremity and one extremity only. And it's basically, we're probably 75, 80% of most of our blood is pumping to E2, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you were watching this match on pay-per-view.
Wait, hold up. Shout out to Toni Storm for being at Angelo and Ruby Soho's wedding and still being in black and white in the photos while everybody else was in color. Shout out to Toni Storm for not breaking gimmick,
keeping it
celebrating life and marriage in black and white at that bitch's wedding. Shout out to Toni Storm. Salute. Yes. We salute you here on the tripod.
Huge shout out and salute. Toni, just highlight Toni has Serena Deeb against the ropes. She puts her head up around her chest neck region, just kind of does the whole sniffing her type of thing, which if you gentlemen watched Collision this Saturday before,
I watched that
Brian May took on
put that little midget in the titties. That little midget bitch was back saying green.
Show that big world small person what a good looking set of chesticles.
Of titties.
If you don't know what we're talking about, just look at Twitter. Google it, look it up. If you get a chance, check some highlights of Collision. Deeb has Toni in a octopus hold. Toni maneuvers top rope and bites the rope for a rope break. Just great. I thought it was great in character work by Toni Storm to do that as a world break while in the octopus hold. Little bobble. Toni was going for the sky high. A little bobble of a transition to an arm bar, flying arm bar hold. But outside that, Deeb kicks out of the Storm Zero. We had 3 dragon screws from Deeb. Deeb hits a detox on the apron, pulls Toni in, hits the detox in the ring. Toni kicks out. Deeb, for some reason, went to the top rope. Toni gets with her on the top rope. Avalanche pile driver, Storm Zero for the win, and still your AEW Women's Champion. Solid match. I gave it, even with the little bit of the botch from the sky high to the armbar, I gave it 5 pretzels and the salt. I thought it was a good match. This was a nice little refresher to show that Toni Storm can go in the ring. Her character work has been great. Now we had a showcase of how of her in-ring work, which is good. And also reminder of why Serena Deeb calls herself the professor. Serena Deeb is a solid in-ring women's wrestler. So I thought it was a solid women's match. Like, so far, we've had 2 women's matches, and they have been good for AEW, including the buy-in. So that's why I gave it.
Tony won clean. There was no Mariah in her shenanigans or nothing.
No, there was a spot where Mariah was gonna throw the towel in, like what she did for Mariah against Deeb. But Luther was like, no. And then Tony had rolled out and saw Luther had the towel, grabbed the towel from him and threw it into the crowd. It was like, don't you do that. Don't you do that. And Mariah was like, pointing at basically making it like Luther was the one that was going to do it, even though Mariah was going to do it. But outside that, no, there wasn't any fuckery or anything like that. Like, it was a clean match. Like, it was a good women's match. And like I said, two women's matches deep into this AEW card, they were pretty good women's matches. So
what it sounds like is this match was more about the story progression of Mariah and Tony's relationship, because remember we were trying to think about who was going to take that title off of Tony last week. And it might be Mariah. Mariah might screw her over.
That's the general. They
keep bringing that up in the post scrum interviews that Mariah keeps rising the ranks. I think she's like 3 or 2 right now. So she could be getting a title shot here soon, or maybe even she could get a title shot at Forbidden Door.
If you remember, she had what was a number 1 contenders match against Serena, and that's how Deeb became number 1 contender, because Tony threw the towel in at her. So I mean, and that's the general temperature of what like the internet wrestling community on like X, Twitter is saying. Like, they believe it's going to be Mariah. I mean, obviously, if Tony skeets, which he probably does pay attention to that, maybe that's when he throws a curveball in and he has it be somebody different somewhere down the road. But I mean,
I guess she might win the Owen and get a title shot, because whoever wins the Owen for male and female automatically get a title shot.
Yeah. So I mean, naturally, that's probably who it would be. I mean, just in my wrestling mind, it would be the pupil, the person that is the understudy that is taking all the notes and learning from somebody. That's who it would be. But I mean, they could throw a curveball, but I mean, it's Tony's heat. So
you know what's funny is they're gonna boo Mariah and they're gonna cheer Tony, like, because I know they were booing Serena Deeb during this match. They were booing her ass. So I don't think Toni Storm can do no wrong. So I think she's going to come out a bigger face if Mariah does screw her over.
If Mariah does win, it'll really cement Mariah as a heel, which is usually the role she's in.
So what was next, Sticks?
Up next, we had the battle of former best friends. We had Trent versus Orange Cassidy. Trent has new music and new entrants. Not bad. Orange Cassidy, they start playing his original stuff, and then he goes back to his old song. Comes out in a black t-shirt and darker sunglasses.
And darker denim.
Yeah, darker denim. I mean, this was a totally different.
It was navy blue instead of light blue, and then a black t-shirt and super dark cop, I'm a shooter nigga glasses.
Yeah, so I mean, this was a different looking OC than what we had before. Match starts out with just a brawl, like a fight. These guys are throwing punches. Both guys are not holding back. Just right off the bat, Trent is a good heel. He has the natural heel tendencies. We kind of started to see that towards the end of the run as with him and OC and Chuck best friends. Trent Gotch style pile drives OC on apron. Trent pulls stairs, tries to pile drive OC on stairs. OC sweeps his legs. Trent falls back first onto the stairs. OC beach breaks Trent on the floor. Fast forward, Trent goes for Gogo Plata on OC. OC pushes off rope to reversal for the pin. OC wins. The announcers put emphasis on it that Orange Cassidy won with a wrestling move. Wasn't an orange punch, anything like that. Like Trent went for a submission. OC was able to push off the rope into a pinning reversal for him to pick up the win. I thought it was a good match. I like Trent being a heel. Like he just, to me, even when he was best friends, he had the natural heel tendencies, but with Trent, with best friends being faces and the crowd loving him, it kind of held him back a little bit. Now we're getting possibly what is the real Trent Beretta. And obviously with him and Orange Cassidy, probably more likely being good friends outside the ring, they didn't hold back any. Like they threw 100% into the blows. I gave it six pretzels. I thought it was a good match. We're gonna see Trent Beretta now as a singles guy, and I think Trent can go. Like I think him being the heel now, depending on if he joins a faction or if it's just him on his own. I think it's gonna be great. And then after the match, we had Trent took off like he was walking. Rocky Romero came out, tried talking to him. Remarkable Renee Paquette tried talking to him, and Trent was like, "I'm done. I'm not doing this. I'm done." That's what he said. He just walked away. So don't know what we got with Trent going forward. Maybe he's gonna be gone for a little bit to try to refocus, figure out what he's gonna do. But all in all, I thought it was a good singles match that debuted Trent, not in like a parking lot brawl or anything, like an actual legit wrestling match. I thought he looked like a natural heel and looked pretty good in it as a singles wrestler.
What I would love to see, because it's stupid, but I think it would be funny, is if his fucking mom turned heel with him. And his mom was like his manager walking into the ring, kind of like a Vicky Guerrero-esque.
Yeah, Sue
like,
is
that
too
would be
wholesome.
funny. And Sue like comes out in a different vehicle or some shit. There's something funny to make him a bigger heel.
She's got to come out in instead of the white van, the black SUV.
Because if Trent if he's okay, he's a heel now and he's gonna be, I think he's gonna get lost in the shuffle. Because him being an angry heel, okay, he can wrestle, so can a lot of others. You got to stand out somehow on this fucking roster because
he's gonna join the fucking Blackpool Combat Club.
I hope not. There's so much fucking talent on this roster. You need to stand out somehow. And I heard that Orange Cassidy is getting offered a Don Callis family contract on Wednesday.
They had Don Callis, I think, down on that. He was down doing commentary.
He was down doing commentary, yeah.
That's an interesting wrinkle to Orange Cassidy's character as well, because if you this is 5 years of Orange Cassidy putting his hands in his pockets and doing drop kicks, doing the stupid thumb thing. Okay, it's been 5 years. Let's change it up. It gets boring after a while. I know Jake's in love with him. He'll never hate him. But us having to watch the same fucking product all the time, we need to mix it up. So I think they're doing good here. Trent's a heel. Have him do something else. Orange Cassidy's evolving, darker denim, whatever. That's good. So this is I think the future is bright for the orange one. Cesar, any thoughts?
No, them crackers was fighting.
All right, Sticks, what's next?
Up next, we had the triple threat for the World Championship.
You can skip this shit.
Okay, I'll just tell you guys what.
I saw the clips on Twitter. Skip this shit.
I just gave it 4 pretzels.
The only crazy thing about this match is that cowboy crazy nigga, what's his name? Bandit Keith fake ass Lee came out to help
Brian
Jericho.
Keith or whatever, yeah, Bounty Hunter.
Oh, the Bounty Hunter? Why was
he came out to help Jericho win.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he's probably gonna be the
Wait a minute. A black guy is joining the learning tree. He needs to watch out. Hopefully there's no
there was the point. If you guys remember from the number 1 contenders match for the FTW, Hook and Shibata had the bounty hunter in a submission and he tapped. That same thing happened, but both guys had Jericho in a submission. And that's when he came out and broke it up. And they basically had Shibata in a trash can. He got hit on the trash can. Jericho was able to hit Judas Effect on Hook and then pinned Shibata to be able to retain. So that's how the match ended.
What earned it 4 pretzels? Like, why did it get 4?
Because a nigga came out that did some fuckery.
We had a bag.
And there's only 4 letters. There's only 4 letters in nigga. Now there's 2 G's, but that counts as 4 letters. NIGA 4 pretzels.
We had a black bag. Everybody thought maybe it was tax. It was dice. It was just basically Jericho.
Oh, because they're in Vegas. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Jericho hamming it up. Like when he came out, he was all like fake smiling, waving in the crowd. At this point right now, Jericho could just take time off, like drop the title, take time off, go tour Fozzy, because he's starting to get pudgy, which tells me that he's on tour with Fozzy. So just go ahead, take the tour with Fozzy. I think ATW is going to be fine. I think they got a roster full of people. I think they got a roster full of people that could pick it up. I mean, I think they could pick the ball up and go with it. Yeah, Jericho could take a little bit of time off.
Sadly, from what you guys are describing, it seems like he's putting together another fucking stable, another inner circle. So
that's all he's gonna do.
He ain't going anywhere.
That's all he can do. That's all he's worth doing anymore.
He's the learning tree.
Yeah.
Oh, what was next, Sticks?
Up next, we had the IWGP Championship Title Eliminator. Take Shida versus Mox.
Hold on.
I
gotta flip a coin to see whether it's not like it was a real match. Sorry, you bitch. Flip a coin. Is Sticks gonna skip this? All right. I don't know. My phone's drunk. Talk about it.
Well, just right off back, Mox comes out. His shoulder and his arm are really heavily taped. They talked about on I think it was Collision. Shida had to put his arm in a chair and jumped off and smashed the arm. Just real quick notes. Shida worked on Mox's arm. Did the good heel worked on it. Should have hit a Death Rider on Mox. Got a 2 count. Callis slid a chair in, which distracted the ref. Well, take Shida, grabbed a chair of his own. While coming into the ring with the chair, Mox hit a curb stomp onto Shida on the chair. Hit a Death Rider. 1, 2, 3. Moxley wins.
If Takeshita would have used a microphone, then he would have won.
He would have won, and then he had a world title match.
I gave it 3 pretzels.
All right.
So
yep, for Don Callis family. See, I see what he's doing.
Yep.
I see what he's doing.
I have no thoughts on this match. I don't
give a shit.
These guys. I don't care about either of them.
I don't care about taking shit. I'm glad he's unhappy in AEW. Talking about he ain't having fun.
I did read that.
Good.
Good,
nigga. Good. I hope you not, because it's work. It's serious work. It ain't fun. You want to have fun? Go to a playground.
You think Tony's going to back up the Brinks truck full of fortune cookies and you're not going to not have fun with this shit?
Yeah. You want to have fun? You go to a Diddy party and then you leave early. That's where fun is. You stay till the end. It ain't fun no more. It ain't fun.
You show up to the Diddy party and you get the R. Kelly golden shower and then you leave after the golden shower.
It ain't fun no more when they start pissing.
Yeah, you don't go to the after party in the back room. No, you don't do that.
You go to the party and you leave early. You drink all you can drink because it's open bar, and then you leave early. You leave before it's the next day. That might be fun because you probably got some free food and some free liquor, and there's possibly some hot women there with low self-esteem that you could take home that night. That might be fun. That's consensual. Don't get it twisted. I don't care. You can cancel me, nigga. I ain't worth shit. I ain't shit anyway.
Okay, Sticks. What's next?
Stupid ass.
Up next, we have Adam Copeland versus Malachi Black barbed wire cage match for the TNT Championship. Edge, Adam Copeland comes out, rude entrance, Slayer music. Weapons are already in the ring. We had chairs, tables. Both guys grab a chair, start swinging at each other. We get the chairs clank, clank, clank. Copeland grabs some wire from the cage, busts open Malachi. Then he wrapped the wire around the turnbuckle. Malachi reversed Copeland into the turnbuckle. He was able to jump onto the second turnbuckle to avoid it. Malachi sweeps his leg. We got both guys busted open now.
Wait a minute. In AEW?
No. Well, first off, we had a John Moxley match, and he didn't get busted open in that match.
That's because taking shit sucks.
Well, I mean, we're almost to the point where Moxley is almost in Ric Flair territory, where if someone left the door open and a gust of wind came through, he might get busted open. But I digress. Malachi Black grabbed a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire and nails Adam Copeland in the midsection. No, I take it back. Copeland grabbed that and hit Malachi Black in the midsection. I mean, that looked like that fucking hurt. Then we had the move that might possibly have gotten Adam Copeland injured.
Good.
He climbed the top rope. He has Malachi Black laid out on the table. He climbs the cage, jumps off the cage, and instead of laying out for the elbow drop, lands feet first. And then the elbow gets onto Malachi Black. After this, Edge had a noticeable limp. Like they were even saying after the match, he hurt himself. The announcers were hamming it up. Well, he didn't lay out because Malachi was wrapped in barbed wire. Motherfucker, the people in WWE lay out for an elbow drop because they know they don't want to break an ankle, break a leg, or anything like that. Like, they're gonna try to go through the table and not break any legs or anything like. But I digress. He landed feet first, and then had the elbow go through. We'll just fast forward. We had a Gangrel. No, I take that back. They go outside the ring, the cage door. He had Adam Copeland up against the cage. He's throwing kicks. Copeland goes through the cage, through the cage door, which the announcer said was chained shut. So Malachi Black has powerful leg kicks. They're outside the ring. Brody and Buddy Matthews come out. They stand next to Malachi Black, and then they move and stand next to Adam Copeland. Copeland gets up. Everybody's thinking, oh, shit, they're going to turn on Black? Nah. Brody Lee lays him out. They throw him into the freaking ring. They start attacking Copeland. All of a sudden, we get a Gangrel appearance. Coming up from the ring, Gangrel is here. He lays out Buddy and Brody with DDTs. Malachi lays him out. Copeland hits a spear, grabs some barbed wire, does a barbed wire crossface. Black doesn't tap out, but passes out. Okay match. I gave it 4 pretzels.
So 2 things. 1, Gangrel, worst cameo I've ever purchased. Got a refund for it. That's how bad it was. And 2, I already know the answer, but I just have to ask. I have to. So escaping the cage doesn't end the match.
Not in AEW.
Okay. Cesar, any thoughts?
I'm good.
Moving on, Sticks.
Oh, yeah. Fuck Brody King and his no knees having ass. Now I'm good.
Imagine if Brody King came off the top of the cage and landed on his fucking feet. His
legs would have exploded. Legs would have exploded.
Seriously, guys, if you guys watched it, if you get a chance to find that, it's like the worst elbow drop I ever seen.
I saw it.
My girlfriend was watching with me, and she said it before I did. She was like, "What the hell? Why are you landing feet first?"
He's 50 years old.
Well, yeah, and then it's just like then you noticed him limping around, and then after the match when they're like when he's trying to get out of the ring and walk up the ramp or Gangrel, like he's limping bad. Like it's like, okay, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy broke a foot, an ankle, or a leg. It was just so horrible that you did it. Outside of that, I mean, it was a typical ATW cage match, which it's okay. Jeez. But up next, we had the first of the 3 triple threat main events that ATW had been advertising. We have Willow Nightingale versus making her in-ring ATW debut, Mercedes Moné.
If this gets over 3 pretzels, I'm going to be shocked.
Nah, it got 3 pretzels.
No, I mean the shit that happened at the end afterwards, that would have got extra pretzels for me just because of our boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna go ahead and just fast forward this. I'm impressed with how Willow is able to just basically deadlift her opponents while doing the doctor bomb. Like she did this with Mercedes like 3 or 4 times. She hit a doctor bomb on Mercedes, and Stokes was on the ring apron. That distracted the ref. That took a good 3 to 5 seconds off of what Willow had her pinned in. Was able to, which allowed Monet to be able to kick out. She had Willow up. I don't know what she's calling it, but it looked like she had her up in a gory bomb and nailed her with it and pinned her and got the win. Like Cesar, I'm going to wait, give my pretzel rating. Afterwards, Stoke is in the ring. He's chewing out Willow. Stat pushes Stokes down and says, "This isn't the place or the time to be doing this." Her and Willow are slowly starting to walk up the ramp. She grabs her by the Stat grabs Willow by the hair, slams her down. And then pulls her down again, tacks her. We get the Stoke and Statlander heel turn on her. Statlander is posing like this, and then you see Stokely Hathaway put his head in between like the bicep and her arm, just smiling. As a whole, I'm putting that in with the match, 3 pretzels. And the majority of those pretzels coming with the heel turn.
So did they do this to give Willow something else to do and let Mercedes move on to other challengers? Or is Stat and Stokes going to join Mercedes? Or what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I think initially when Stoke joined up with the 2, Stokes wanted to manage Statlander. Mm-hmm. So I don't wonder if over time of being with the 2, backstage he kind of started getting her to turn on her and stuff like that. I think one, like you said, I think it's to give Willow something to do while Mercedes is, because the announcers talked about she isn't really 100% yet. She kind of sold that she was a little gimpy from still having that blown ACL, blown knee out. So I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't defend the title till maybe Forbidden Door or whatever one next big one they have. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they do that. It was just basically to give Mercedes a title to be able to have her parade out when she cuts her horrible promos. While this also gives Willow something to do with the empty time of trying to figure out what they're going to do with her next.
Okay. Cesar, any thoughts?
Yeah, I guess this is just I don't know, they work heavy with New Japan. This is just, I think they just gave Willow this title because maybe they didn't have any faith in Julia after a while, or maybe she got hurt or something. I don't know. And then this is the whole plan.
that match, Julia was hurt going into the match with Willow. So this actually kind of helps him out because Mercedes got hurt in that New Japan match against Willow.
Yeah, against
That's
Willow.
how Willow got that title. So this was kind of a.
This is just kind of giving it back to her.
Yeah, like an IOU to Mercedes, because I imagine she was probably supposed to win that match, but since she blew her knee out, they had to go with we got to go with Willow. Yeah, so it's kind of maybe a get right.
This is just turnabout's fair play. And then this is where it's gonna go, and then the most interesting thing here is Stat and Stokes being healed.
Up next, Sticks.
Up next, we have for the AEW Championship, our man, Captain Christian Cage versus Shane Swerve Strickland. Match starts out slow and methodical. Christian Cage pace, which is good. Swerve countered the spear into a scoop power slam for a 2 count. Swerve pulls up Cage's turtleneck, basically into a hockey fight. Hits 2 neck breakers on him, and then puts him in between the ropes and hits another neck breaker. Mama Wayne grabbed the belt, going to come into the ring with it. And Prince Nana grabs the belt. Mama Wayne gets the ref's attention. Ref sees Prince Nana with the belt, gets tossed. So already you're like, fuck. Now he's behind the 8 ball. Allows the patriarchy to attack Swerve. Kill Switch was going. Christian Cage was holding Swerve. Looked like Kill Switch was maybe going for a headbutt. Swerve moves. Kill Switch hits Christian with a headbutt. Swerve misses stomp. We get a spear, 2 count. Swerve rolls to the outside. Wait a minute here. How are we doing this here?
Yeah, really drunk.
Well, I'm trying. This isn't all in like one flow. I'm just trying to. I just put down stuff. Swerve went for a swerve stomp. Misses. They roll outside. They move the steel stairs. Cage, I think, went for a power bomb. Swerve was able to hit a swerve stomp, and then Swerve, Cage is like dazed on the apron. Swerve goes for like it looked maybe like a move slide. Cage moves. He goes in between the ropes, hits the Cage hits the steel steps. Amazingly, wasn't busted open. He's dazed outside. Christian has the attention of the ref. Nick Wayne comes out, hits a cutter off the stairs onto Swerve, rolls him in. Cage hits the kill switch, 2 count. Cage moves him outside onto the announcer's table. This is a great move. Cage goes for the kill switch. Swerve just on the table, jumps up, gets great airtime, hits a swerve stomp onto Cage on the table. And the table didn't break. It didn't bust at all. This table was
like this announcer table. Like it did on Dynamite.
This is an announcer table. Didn't fucking break. Cage and Cage and Swerve hit ropes. Cage goes for a spear. This is where Christian went for the spear. Swerve hit a house call kick, perfectly timed, glancing onto Christian Cage, hitting him, goes up, hits the swerve stomp, hits another house call kick on the Cage, pins him 1, 2, 3, and still I had this match with all the action, even with all the fuck shit. My note taking doesn't give this match much credence. But all in all, I thought this was a great ATW championship match. I gave it 6 pretzels in the salt. This was a great match. We all are fans of Mr. Christian Cage. And this was, if Swerve is now a face, this was his first face title defense. Like, the odds were against him, and he was able to overcome them and still be able to retain his championship.
Well, heading into this feud, we knew it was going to be entertaining because Christian Cage was involved. The patriarchy, he's always entertaining. And it was kind of an obvious outcome. Swerve just won the belt. This was a out of nowhere feud, and it worked. Like, this was good. It was entertaining. Don't ask Jim Cornette though. But yeah, I mean, it was an obvious outcome. I'm glad Swerve won. Styx was entertained, so that's good. The way you described him hitting the house call kick when Christian was going for the spear, I need to search that clip because I want to see that. But yeah, that's good. Swerve on to the next. Whoever's the New Japan fucking champion is gonna face him next.
Well, see, they actually announced it. I think this Wednesday on Dynamite, they're doing like a gauntlet match, and the winner of that will face Swerve at Forbidden Door.
Is our New Japan talent involved in the gauntlet?
They didn't say. They just announced it that whoever was in this gauntlet, the winner would face Swerve at Forbidden Door.
Okay. Cesar, any thoughts?
Yeah, I heard. I mean, sounded like it was a good ass match, but yeah, whatever, man. Well, how come Swerve ain't main event? Huh?
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't it diminish their fucking world title? Because they put him in the middle of every Dynamite, which I think just fucking it diminishes that title. It doesn't main event a pay-per-view, their biggest pay-per-view, Double or Nothing. Well, besides All In. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, Cesar, I mean, come on, this is your champion. It's a Swerve.
Swerve has main evented once since winning the championship.
Dynasty, since winning the championship. Yeah.
Yep. Since winning the championship, the champion has only main evented once.
The disrespect.
And it was on Collision.
Was it versus Claudio?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Which was a main event match. Which I'll give you that. It was a main event match. First of all, what Joe ain't getting no rematch. Okay. I don't know what everybody else gets, like 2, 3, 4, 5 fucking rematches. As soon as it's a Pacific Islander versus a nigga, ain't no more rematches. Nope. Let's move on to the whites. This is supposed to be, because I get it. We like the bad guys. We always like certain bad guys. When certain bad guys are good and wrestle in the ring, we like the bad guys. But you can still be a bad guy. Yeah, they doing this revenge of your sin shit, okay. But don't have this nigga be a good guy like right after winning the title. Right? Nigga broke into a nigga's home in like February. It's only May. It was 3 months ago. If I break into a nigga house, I'm doing 3 to 5. I'm the bad guy for 3 to 5. This nigga's bad guy for 2 months. 2 months? 3. All right, yeah, it's just gonna be a revenge tour of him fighting dudes he's wrong or people he's wrong. And now the fucking Owen tournament is ruined because we all know who's gonna win it. And we all know who he's gonna fight at Wembley. It's gonna be Hangman Swerve. Hangman's gonna win the Owen. He's gonna get the title shot. He's gonna fight him at Wembley. And that's when Swerve's officially gonna be a face, and everybody's gonna hate him again. Everybody's gonna hate him. They're gonna be like, "Oh, your face," and now he's leaning into the na dance and blah blah blah, and he's beating everybody. That's wrong. And he still probably won't be the main event. It'll probably be Ospreay and fucking MJF over that Intercontinental title bullshit. Yeah. It'll probably be that versus this fucking Anarchy in Arena. This gimmick. I think this is the first time this trash is main evented. And that's only because these dumbass cuck bucks is in the match. They've been in other Anarchy Arena matches, and the first one they were in was in the first hour of the show. It was literally the first match.
Speaking of which, Sticks, that is the actual main event here. Double or Nothing. Let's get into it. How did it go?
Country.
Yes, gentlemen, bear with me. This is the match
that you like that segue.
This match is the one that has the most notes on it because there is just so much shit happening. So I'm gonna try to speed through this.
Here we go.
I didn't give like a lot. I just gave stuff that jumped out.
Wait, did Darby get kicked down the stairs?
No, he got hit by a bus.
I would have.
Don't worry. I have Darby in my notes.
Yeah.
Like Mangria said, main event, Anarchy in the Arena, the Elite versus Team AEW.
Yeah,
3/4 of Team AEW jumped the Elite during entrances. Darby enters last. While fighting, Darby's music is still playing. Matt Cuck grabs the mic, tells him to quit playing the music, play a better wrestling song, play their entrance song. Fighting continues. Bryan Danielson grabs the mic, tells them to cut that music off and to play the greatest wrestling entrance song ever. Cue the final countdown. Bryan Danielson's Ring of Honor entrance music. While this is playing, everyone is still fighting. At one point during this fight, while the music played, we are cut into 4 little screens on a big screen. I also put down this. Thanks, Sangria. Next time, I'll Venmo you money for the pay-per-view. Matt Cuck grabs the mic again, tells them to cut the music because it is costing them $200,000 to play this music, and we have a budget. Fans, at this point, after they cut the music, fans start chanting, "We want music." Cue Okada, who grabs a street sign from underneath the ring that says Rainmaker Drive. While holding the sign, does a flying crossbody over the railing onto Bryan Danielson. We cue Darby and Jack Perry backstage. Darby grabs Jack Perry and tries to drown him in a tub that is full of water from an ice and drinks backstage. Scapegoat finds his scapegoat bus that he rolled up in. Darby is laying in a possible pile of garbage. Jack drives the bus through the pile of garbage. He crashes into a trailer. Camera is running to go see Jack Perry. He is passed out. The announcer is saying he possibly hit his head on the steering wheel. Cue to more fighting. Next thing you know, we see Darby is alive and limping down to the ring. Okada finds him, works him over. Bucks drag Darby, yelling to raise the middle screen, which is where they come out of. Like when you see them normally, that middle screen. Remember what Cody used to do? They're yelling at the production people to raise the middle screen. They lay him onto that ramp that they normally come up on, and they're yelling at the production team, lower the ramp. And we see Darby lowering down. Bucks hit a TK driver on Danielson on a stack of the poker chips that they have for Double or Nothing. Next thing you know, we see Jungle Jack, or Jack Perry now, stumbling his way back to the front. As he's stumbling to the front, he stops and sees Tony Skeets, grabs him. Next thing you know, we see Darby with a flamethrower. Darby.
Wait, with like an Elion flamethrower?
What's that?
Like an Elion flamethrower, or like just
like the one he had the week like that dynamite before. So we see him hiding by that middle screen that he was taken through. Next thing you know, we see Jack Perry dragging Tony Skeets. Darby then insinuates and then lights Jack Perry on fire. The Bucks, seeing this, fire extinguisher Joneses on Jack Perry. Bucks and Okada grab Darby, attack him, bring him to the ring, start tying him up, and then we see a line coming from the top of the roof, which the announcers team saying must be from a winch on the top. One of the Bucks grabbed a steel chair and hit, I believe it was Uncle Dax. Exploding steel chair.
With a bomb on it?
Yeah, they hit Uncle Dax and the chair just blew up. Yeah.
I forgot they were in the match.
Yeah.
He hasn't spoken about him one time. One time. It's got to be, this has got to be an hour and 20-minute match. This is at least 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
And now he's just getting
guys, this was just the shit that I noticed, this unique shit going on. This does, yeah.
I guarantee you he's like 38 minutes into this match. And this is just the first shit that FTR has gotten in.
Okada grabs an arm sleeve or whatever you see. It has tacks on it.
Yeah.
Hits a Rainmaker clothesline. Then Okada grabs the new pair of Young Bucks Reebok pumps, which you can get now, I believe, at Champ Sports.
Yeah. With tacks on them.
Yeah, has tacks on them. Each Buck grabs a pair, and the winch raises Darby up. They super kick Darby like there's no protecting. Super kick him straight to the face. He eats the tacked up super kick.
By the way, Sangria, he's tied up by his broken feet.
Yeah,
so this
by his
hanging upside down like a bat. That all the blood is rushing to his head. They continue to have the match. This nigga just stays there like that.
Yeah.
So we got a Darby skeleton pinata hanging upside down.
Yeah, fresh off a broken foot, hit by a real bus, hit by a fake bus, super kicked in the face.
Here's the other thing I didn't tell you guys. He came out with a face mask, and the face mask had tacks on it.
Where's the flame?
They talked to that.
Huh? What did he do with it?
He discarded it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's APW. It's APW. When does this make sense, Sangria? Come on.
People. This is all white people shit.
Let's fast forward. Danielson.
Fast forward. That's how much craziness is happening. And this nigga is upside.
Don't worry, guys. We are getting towards the end.
No. This nigga's upside down, and he's got to fast forward. So a man is hanging upside down, and this nigga has to say, "Let's fast forward."
Danielson attacks the Bucks. I think Danielson gets hit by Okada. At this point, Danielson notices that Darby is still hanging. Goes to Danielson goes to I don't know if he was trying to act like he was going to help Darby, but then as this is going on, we see Jack Perry crawling down to the ring. The Bucks end up, Jack ends up hitting a flying knee or a Busaiku knee on Danielson. We get the 1, 2, 3, the Elite win. A lot of action, hard to keep up. Just from the spots that I just said, I gave it 5 pretzels.
So I kind of approve of the Elite winning just because of the opposite team was so random. That was
they had to win.
Who's not injured right now? Who's not injured right now? He's injured? Oh, fuck. What about Darby? Is he out of the hospital yet? He is? Okay, bring him. Bring him. We got Darby. Danielson, is he still alive? Okay, we'll bring him. FTR. Yeah, that's good enough. Meanwhile, the Elite, those 4 are established. They've been on TV every week. That's an established stable. They're solid. Let's get some random fucking AEW guys, put them together in a team. That's why I'm happy that the Elite won, because they were a unit. They're heels. They're good to go versus a random bunch of AEW guys.
And this shit was rushed. You know what this match should have been? This match should have been at Wembley. And here's who it should have been. You could have had, I don't know if Kenny would have been around or not. You could have had, I don't know, who else do you pick in that spot, though, besides Kenny? But if you really wanted to have Team AEW and be all nostalgic and be on some fuckery, but I know this cracker wouldn't do the match. It should have been Darby, Guevara, MJF, and then you find a 4th member like Danielson or somebody, because Jack Perry is on the other side. So you can't have the pillars versus the elite. But you have the other 3 pillars, and then they pick up somebody who's been there. Shit, that's when you have the fucking like the OG, the Eddie Kingston, or somebody like that.
If you're gonna go random as fuck,
yeah.
Where is our fucking guy Ricky Starks been?
That nigga's not getting hit with no fucking bomb chair. Let's be honest. Ricky ain't.
Well, you don't need to have him get hit with the brutal stuff, but at least it gives him something to do. We get him on TV to cut promos.
Yeah,
and then maybe he does a few finesse moves here and there.
Yeah, Miro but, I mean, Miro's just fucking dead, right? He doesn't.
Yeah, Miro's definitely been dead. He just works when he wants. He's on like a super Roman contract. He just shows up once every like. I don't know, man. I think he was ready to come back. Then Lana said, "I want to go get some WWE penis and go fuck and live forever with the Archer." And Miro's probably just drinking himself to death, crying. Well, I don't know. Yeah, that nigga's dead.
More than enough AEW talk for this week. Thank you, Six. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for bearing through all of that. And now we're gonna get to some good wrestling. It's NXT time. Thea Hale with Chase U versus
just like Swerve. This is probably one of the first times this has been the main event.
This is a North American women's North American Championship qualifier. Thea Hale versus Fallon. This is a feud, so it's interesting. It makes sense. It's a story, Skeets. Fallon nailing the house call kick. I love it. She got to name that something cool, though, like the Henley Hangover or the Whiskey Tit or something. Fallon attempts to grab a chair. Ridge grabs it, but the ref catches him with it and gets all of Chase U tossed out. Go away, Ridge. Just retire like you said you were. I can't believe you took Big E from us, you dumbass. With 0 distractions, Fallon is able to put away Thea with the Shining Wizard. Decent match from the ladies, and then Jasmine comes out and attacks Thea post-match. Cesar, we had Thea Hale versus Fallon. What did you think? The kickoff NXT.
Am I getting my R words rigged up? Why did I think it was Rick Boogs who fucked up Big E?
Because you're drunk.
Yeah, you probably right. And all them crackers look alike. No, yeah, it was a good kickoff match. Yeah, Thea Hale versus Thea's looking good. She's improving every week. You know, she got her moveset, she got her names. She out there book cooning. You know what I'm saying? Chase U back in action. You know, working, cooking. Kind of sucks that it is like they already have these 12 women they picked out, so there's not going to be like a, you know, last chance survivor to get in there, because I feel like Thea has put in the time, the character work, and the effort to be one of the 6 women in the match. You know, but hey, man, you know, not everybody can make it. You know, not everybody can make it, but I still thought it was a good match. These 2 women can go, and yeah, it's a story. I would have liked, but see, then again, I would have liked the story of both of them winning and then meeting, and then they kind of fight each other a lot more. They could have probably had a big spot in the ladder match. With, if you want to go this route, maybe Fallon hitting the big spot on Thea in the match. Not to say that Fallon's going to win or anything, or if she was going to win, she hits it on Thea last to win the title. And that's what keeps the feud going, because then you could always have Thea be like, you know, first opponent at the next pay-per-view to also keep the feud going. But you can still do that if Fallon wins the title. But I thought this was a really good match. We all know the women of NXT cook. They got the talent there. They got the matches. They train them right. I don't know who trained them in the performance center, but they know what they damn doing. And we all know that we don't have a prop anymore, because, you know, the budget's tight on this one, like the Young Buck calling for the music. But we all know that cross-eyed fuck. He spots the fine tail down there in Florida.
Yes,
he spots to put a fucking napkin, and not even on the right eye. Jesus Christ.
Yes, no. And I think they probably have different plans for Thea facing Jasmine at Battleground. Maybe that's what the plan was.
Maybe that might be a match. Yeah.
The Sticks, what'd you think of the first match of NXT?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. It was a good opener. Like you fine gentlemen said, this is a match that also had a story written in with it. So once again, Tony Skeets, we know you watch, you steal shit. may pay attention to this, may watch the Tuesday night product. You might pick up a few things here and there. Outside of that, it was a good match. Like I thought the right woman won. This allows Thea to now take care of the stuff with now JC's henchwoman, Jasmine, which allows probably JC. Maybe we'll get another JC Jane versus Thea. I mean, she had to have surgery on her nose, so maybe they played that into something that Thea did to her. I don't know, but all in all, like Cesar said, the women's division down in NXT cooks, regardless if they draft a lot of the big name women. These women down here, they ain't no slouches. These women can go. They're at the PC every day. So when they get their name called, they're going to go up there. They're going to show up and show out. This is what keeps that women's division great. And we got another good example of how great the NXT women's division is.
Exactly. Up next, we get news that Cesar's favorite NXT superstar, Joe Coffey, has been added to the triple threat match versus Wesley and Briggs because Ivar is injured. Then the family, we see the family poking fun at A-Kid's name on the Heritage Cup. The Fast and the Fraserists goaded into giving Luca and Stax a tag team championship match. Cue the match. Luca and Stax with the family versus the Fast and the Fraserists. According to Vic, Fraser moves like a blur and strikes like a cobra. Stax tells him to slow it down, but that's not going to happen. I know for a fact that Axiom, Fraser, and Stax can go. My eye is on Luca. He got to hang with the vets if he has a sliver of a chance to hold some gold here. Luca was okay, but the no-catch cracks ruined the match, attacking the family. Fraser rolls up Stax for the retain. The Good Brothers then come out and attack the champs post-match, so the plot thickens there. Sticks. Joe Coffey is added to the triple threat match, and then we saw a tag team championship match. What'd you think?
Yeah, Joe Coffey being added to it, I mean, just adds to this because him and the Dallas boys jumped all three after what we had last week. So Ivar being injured, naturally to slide Joe Coffey in there. Tag team match, I don't think it was that bad. I mean, like you said, we had 3 out of the 4 participants that we know can go. So what's the consigliere? How's he going to look? It didn't look too terrible in the limited time that we saw him in. I mean, he still needs to put a little work in, but he's going to be able to do that. We had some shenanigans with the no quarter crackers, obviously trying to get that cut back. And then the good bros intervene afterwards. So, I mean, no, not bad. I mean, we got a bunch of different stories all wrapped up into one segment. So, and it kind of helped progress each story. So, not too terrible at all.
Story progression, making sense. Skeets. Cesar, we got your boy Joe Coffey added to the triple threat match. And then we had a tag team championship match we didn't even know we were going to get. What'd you think?
Well, I mean, there was a backstage segment, so we didn't know about the tag team match. But anyway, I digress. Mr., as Booker T likes to say with his cooning ass, good to the last drop, Joe Coffey. Vic. Yeah, he got added because they took old Viking Cracker out. So he got added to the old triple threat with I don't know, that big Cracker and Wesley. And then we had an old tagger matcher because in the promo they used the old laugh of A-Kid's name is on the cup, but ain't nobody seen that Cracker. He just don't exist no more. I don't know where he's been. Couldn't hold on to it. Anyway, yeah, old Fast and the Fraserists. You know what I'm saying? And old consigliere. We've seen him only in one match. and he hit that cracker with the crowbar, which is why he got hired. But yeah, we've seen Stacks. Stacks is an NXT champion, and then the other two obviously have the title. So yeah, the consigliere. We got to see how this boy gonna step up. He was what in the breakout tournament, right? So let's just see, man. You know, shit, was Stacks in the breakout tournament, or was Stacks just hired?
No, he was just hired with Tony. It was 2 Dimes and Stacks.
Yeah, 2 Dimes. Yeah, they just got hired. Yeah, and I don't think Tony was in the tournament either. But old Stacks, yeah, you know Stacks can go in the ring, and this was a really good match. This is what I like about the Fast and Fraser's boys. Great at selling job too, because you watch the match and then like they get to cooking, and they're about 10 minutes in. You're like, I know they ain't about to have no title change on no Tuesday. You're like, nah, come on. Shawn Michaels ain't that crazy. Shawn Michaels ain't that crazy. And then you're like, that nigga's from the era where
You see,
so he found a pen.
I found my fucking eye. It was under the
pen. Yeah,
these are titles don't change hands on pre-shows, but they could change hands on a Tuesday. But I gotta keep you watching, so I just give you a little taste. All right, so there you go. Yeah. Continue with your review, and then you can suck it.
Yeah, so that's why he was crawling under the table. Yeah, I thought he was just imitating Dookie when Wade with the fade used to be at the desk. I thought he was going under the table to suck some penis, but no, he was looking for an eyeball. Yeah. Yeah, it was real good. Fast and the Furious the Fast and Furious maybe would have got the dub, maybe not. But yeah, the old quarter crash crackers, they pull up, and then the good bros pull up. So you fuck around and find out. We got a mean old 4-way maybe can happen for this pay-per-view. Really put some people to the test. We got the quarter crackers, we got the good brothers, we got Fast and the Furious, and then we got the family. So we could really get a good 4-way match messing around at this pay-per-view.
I would actually like to see the family get the tag titles. I want Tony with the Heritage Cup, the Stacks and Luca with the tag titles. Make them a stronger unit, because the family's been there a while. I think they've earned to be a stronger faction.
Yeah, they're probably the longest known faction in there. That's besides Good Brothers, but they're coming down to that.
They got Rizzo. Rizzo's there. I mean, and they're introducing a new title. So I mean, we can have the family be a solid unit going forward, which I think they should do, because Tony D, he's put in the time, he's put in the work. Let's make him a big deal before they eventually call him up, probably without the family. I think that
would be retarded. Like
it would be.
I think he might stay down there and then eventually get that NXT championship. He might get like that Bailey treatment, and he'd hold the title for a while. That way they can literally build up everybody else. And then when they're finally have a good roster built back up, that's when like the whole of the family could get drafted to a show.
But before Rizzo gets any gold, that bitch needs more in-ring work. But
that bitch definitely needs some in-ring work. She needs to get a level up.
Up next, Chris King giving Mr. Stone's shit in the NXT kitchen. All Teeth approaches and says, Crispy, you got a match. To be continued. Riley is pissed at Ridge for costing Thea her match. Well, getting Chase U thrown out, actually. This is Chase U backstage. Riley is all of us right now. Andre tells them to settle it in the ring. So next week we'll get Ridge versus Riley. Then we get the North American champion, Oba Femi, who joins commentary, leaves Vic hanging, because Vic was going for a handshake and Oba didn't even acknowledge his existence, which was funny.
Why acknowledge that white man? Booker T sitting right there.
We had Wesley versus Briggs versus Coffee with Gallus, of course. Anytime Briggs does any move, they compare him to JBL. Like, oh my God, Briggs just stood up, just like JBL, the Hall of Famer.
Just like his Hall of Fame mentor, JBL.
Wes flying around as per usual. Coffee, allergic to elbow and knee pads, but not mustache wax. Apparently taking a trip to Mustache Mountain.
He's been hanging out with Trent Seven.
Very entertaining match. Oba is 10 times better on commentary than Punk. Just got to stick that in there. Gallus takes out Briggs. Wes and Coffee both pinned Briggs, so they both won. Oba doesn't care. He's gonna beat down a cracker and a brother, apparently. But yeah, we got a triple threat match heading into Battleground, Caesar. What'd you think of this match?
This by far was the best match that sad ass cracker Joe Coffey has ever had. And that's probably just because he fought Wesley and Briggs Jensen.
He's good to the
last drop. This is all right. I'll give you this. This is the best NXT match because the rest of them have been boring as shit. Besides if it's like all Gallus, but this is like his best match where he fought alone. Yeah. This was a real good match. Yeah, Briggs with the power game, Coffee with the half and half, Wes with the speed and agility. Yeah, Wiggs, because he a nigga with a name Wes. I know that's what you thinking, man, Greer. You racist bitch.
That's exactly.
He was thinking a nigga with a W.
I'm gonna write that down, Caesar, because next week he's getting rebranded.
No. Next week on Sunday Night Ski, debuting, we got Wiggs.
I'm
gonna make a phone call to the border.
Yeah, I bet that cracker will.
You imagine that guy. You imagine Wiggs showing up for the chicken waffle.
Oh, championship. Yeah.
Speaking of which, John Mayer is blacker than Obafemi. Suck it.
I don't even know how you get away with saying content like that. That's just the most bald-faced lie I've ever heard in my life. John Mayer is so white. Yeah, John Mayer is so white. He makes milk look like it has a suntan. Okay, like I don't even know how.
There's only two people that can do that: John Mayer and Sheamus.
Yeah,
Cesar, put Jerry Lawler's joke book down and let's get back to the match.
Fuck out of here. John Mayer is black. Nigga, Jerome Hardison's barely black. He talking about John Mayer. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, no, this match was really good. Everybody was cooking. Everybody was doing what they had to do in the match. And then I think it was what did the Cracker give him a headbutt? Did he give Wes a headbutt and then somehow Briggs got knocked out? Like Briggs gave Wes a headbutt and then Joe Coffey came in flying in and then they all fell at the same time and that's how he got pinned. So Briggs getting the raw end of the deal.
I'm just glad Briggs is out because he is not interesting at all.
I don't like his character seems to change every other week. I'd
rather see White Khali than fucking Briggs. That'll tell you something right there. That tells you something.
I don't
I'm
know
just
about
saying.
all that. I don't know about all that. You need to.
Since he left Fallon, he's not interesting at all.
Yeah, but you need to calm down with that.
You need to back that cracker bus up there, bud. Like Khali, back that cracker bus up.
I don't want to see this motherfucker anymore.
I don't know what kind of fentanyl is in that Pepsi, but that shit kills people when they put it in cocaine, okay? So I'm gonna need
fentanyl
you to
zero. It's fentanyl zero.
That bullshit. That nigga said I'd rather see White Khali.
Yeah.
You said that with a straight face.
Pepsi, 100% fentanyl is more like what it is.
You said that shit with a straight face. I'd rather see.
You see what sobriety is doing to me? You see what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know why you stopped drinking then. You need to pick up a bottle, nigga. You need to find some more Mangry in your system. Talking about that nigga.
Sticks.
Hey, God forgives people that drink too, man. Come on now.
Yeah, Jesus drank wine, nigga. He turned water into that shit to get down at a wedding.
He put water in the wine. Come on now, Sangria. Yeah. What the fuck are we doing here?
Well, the more wine I drink, the more fights I have with my wife. So I need to stop that shit.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem because the more wine I drink, the more I be trying to play helicopter man and panties end up on the ceiling. Okay, because that shit just brings the freak out of me. I don't know. That shit is
the more wine Caesar drinks, the more red panty nights we getting out on the streets.
Yeah. Damn, she wearing red panties? Yeah, she about it.
Well, Sticks, give me your 2 cents about this triple threat match.
Yeah, I don't even know what I was saying. Go ahead, Sticks. You talk about that.
Sticks. This was a good match. We knew we were going to probably get a triple threat somehow. This is a good way to get Joe Coffey and Wesley into the North American Championship hunt, while also kind of getting rid of, like you had talked about, maybe some of the dead weight of Josh Briggs. But not a bad match.
Well, up next, we had one of the most obvious match outcomes of the night, probably the most obvious. It was Jada Parker versus Brindley for the North American Championship qualifier. Jada dumping that dumper onto Brindley. Got Book all excited, by the way. Hard R's observing backstage with them gesturing wildly. That was comical. They eventually come out for some reason. Jada again uses that ass to finish off Brindley. Jada is headed to Vegas. Sleepy Chew's awake. And then we got Crispy versus Dante, which I thought was going to be obvious because, Dante's track record. By the way, did you know he's from Singapore? Mr. Stone out and is hyped. Yes, the Chin Man is from Singapore. I don't know if they've ever mentioned that. I don't know. Book Raccoonin Hardcore for the star of all TV. Mr. Stone distracts, and the Singapore sensation reverses the coronation into a pin to defeat the TV star. Book is speechless. Sticks. Jada versus Brindley and Crispy versus Dante.
Yeah, just two things. One, Jada Park coming out, OTM. They still got that fucking fired ass guy fucking script still on their fucking their Titantron. So they got to work on that. Jada Parker, Miss Parker. I mean, like you said, this was the most obvious outcome. I mean, the only reason Brindley is relevant because she's with our boys, the Hard R's. That's the only reason why she getting TV time. So I'll leave it at that. And yeah, Crispy versus Dante. Did you hear these guys basically saying Dante Chin, the main event, the man of Level Up? You know the first thing I thought of? Fucking Sangria should know everything about this guy since this mofo has to watch Level Up all the time because he catching L's from your boy from 2/3 of the tripod here.
Right.
Has he been on Level Up? I don't even know.
Yeah, apparently he's the main event of Level Up.
That's what the announcer said. They made some comment or like some thing about how he's like the man of Level Up or something. I don't remember what the exact term was, but yeah, they made it sound like he was a superstar.
Did you not hear that crowd? That crowd was chanting Chin all night. I was like, how do these niggas know about Dante Chin?
Man.
Well, after he's just hot dogs in the lobby, he goes out to perform.
I guess, man, but that crowd was hot for Dante Chin.
Yeah, like you said, they made the obvious. They pointed out this man is from Singapore. In case
did you know that, Cesar? He's from Singapore.
Yeah, he's the first ever WWE superstar from Singapore.
The Singapore Level Up sensation, Dante Chin Man, came out and had probably his best 5 minutes of fame on NXT TV by way of Suitman Stone. Yeah, I mean, this is a good way to kind of to poke and prod Lexus King. I don't know if they're going to continue this thing that he has with him and Suitman Stone, but it was a nice little thing to be able to check Lexus King because they talked about, I think, he's on like a two match win streak or something like that. They had talked about that too. So
I mean, undefeated in 2024. I mean, technically.
Yeah, so it was a nice little dose of humble pie that he was able to get. So
yeah, this thing with Crispy and Mr. Stone ain't gonna end until Crispy just stomps the shit out of Mr. Stone's kids. Cesar, what do you think of Jada Parker versus Brindley and Crispy versus Dante?
Yeah, it was a good match. They taking a risk with Jada. See, this is one of the matches where I'm thinking maybe they should have switched with the and Fallon, but they're taking the risk on Miss Jada, Miss Parker. Hey, Miss Parker. Yeah, Friday. You don't know about that? Get the fuck off this channel. You're too young. So yeah, they're taking a chance with Miss Parker. She out there without the mud OTM. You know what I'm saying? She all thick body karate in the ring. Yeah, ain't mad at it. Ain't mad at it at all. You know, and then, you know, Brindley Snow Bunny crack ass just bouncing all around. She got that monkey ass whip. You know, she got to get back on level up, get some training. Shit happens. But Miss Parker's in the match. So what was that 4? You know, 4 of the bitches in the ring. Yeah, it was 2 last week, 2 this week. So we got 2 more. And then we're gonna have old battleground and shit. But yeah, it's a good ass match. And then we had Dante Chin versus the TV starter, Crispy Kang. You know, Lexus Kang. Who likes posting his woman a lot on his Instagram. She used to work for WWE. Bitch got fired. I think she was on Tough Enough. That new shit, she ain't make it. But she can still get it. I see why he would. Yeah. You know, they had a match. You know, they developing Crispy. Crispy was getting too arrogant for his britches. You know, he's sitting there getting some good wins though. He had some wins over Dookie and them, and he out here cooking. We'll see where he goes from him. Building him up, like I always say, the character's there. Just needs more rep in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He's got the character work backstage. He's got the character work in the ring. He's got a decent move set. You know, he's got a finisher. Not really a chicken shit heel, but then again, not really like, you know, badass heel it is. But yeah, Crispy just needs more reps in the ring. He'll be fine. He can do whatever he won't do on that show. I wouldn't be mad at it. So yeah, good shit. And then yeah, Superman Stone. Yeah, Superman. I don't even know. All right, I think it's been time enough, and we saw the little nod when she was there, and Chelsea Green's getting disrespected too much on both shows. Is it time for Superman Stone to get called up and get reacquainted with Chelsea Green? Maybe get her some dubs.
Yeah, because managing Dante, okay, that'll last 3 weeks. Dante will lose 100 times, and then he'll move on. So if
like White Khali
and he manages Chelsea and Piper, that'll just add more humor to this trio. I think it'll be money. That'll be money if they do it.
Chelsea's been putting in the work, bro. She's like, look, highlight of entertainment, Women's Royal Rumble. Like we all know that. Would have done wonders for the character work if she would have somehow won Queen of the Ring. Yeah. Now I get it. Triple H said you get a title shot or whatever. So okay, I get it. But she had a title shot against Bayley, like that SmackDown before the tournament. But you imagine how much of a Karen she would have been
if the character work inside the ring and outside the ring, for her in that title match would have been worth it for her to be in the championship match.
It'll never happen. But could you imagine if Chelsea Green wins Money
in the Bank?
Could you imagine?
I mean, the match she had with Roxanne. The match she had with Roxanne was good.
That was a good match. Good.
I didn't watch the Bayley match because I didn't watch the SmackDown because I was working. So we know Bayley can go. So I'm just assuming like if she had that good match with Roxanne, she had a decent match with Bayley. Probably didn't have any time. But the character work Chelsea could. Oh my god, if she wins, it would be like when Carmella won it. Like everybody was like, "Y'all gonna take this risk? Y'all gonna take this risk?"
That bitch won it twice. Carmella won it twice.
Twice. Sorry. The disrespect. Sorry for the disrespect, Carmella. But you imagine if Chelsea wins that Money in the Bank?
That would be pure entertainment.
And then that way, oh my god, the best part about it is she could start showing up on Raw and SmackDown and just pissing off Pierce. And then pissing off Pierce again. And then now pissing off Ava. Just being like, no, Pierce, you need to talk to management. I can cash in. I have this. I can cash in tonight.
With Mr. Stone managing her. Mr. Stone, Piper.
Yeah, could you imagine that? She shows up on all the shows and she's like, excuse me.
Yeah.
I am Miss Money in the Bank. I can do whatever I want.
Y'all should have known I flown in and picked me up from the airport, me and Piper and Mr. Stone from the airport. And Mr. Stone just like talking to Pierce. Stone, talk to him. I can't. I'm going to get coffee. Dude, the promo. Somebody call Trips. Somebody call Trips because we on something.
The payoff.
The payoff.
I think the payoff should be a failed cash in. I think that would be funny. That would be funny if she finally cashes in and then gets eats
rolled up
like a pie in the face. That's it.
Yeah,
that's the one that we talk about. They always talk about, like, there's always like one in like 10 or 15 opponents that never cashes in. Chelsea could be that one that keeps you on your toes of that when they cash in, they don't win.
It'd be the first. Because every woman,
I don't think a woman has failed to cash in.
It's 100% Royal Rumble and the not Royal Rumble because Asuka lost to
No, not Royal Rumble. Yeah, Royal Rumble had failed. Yeah, Asuka won and then failed. Like, that was like the first one.
But the Money in the Bank.
So, but I don't. The women Money in the Bank has remember it had like always been cashed in.
Yeah, they cashed it in
on the show.
Yeah, same fucking night they cashed it in.
Yeah, like the same fucking. It was like 6 years. It was like Carmella had the first one. She waited the longest, and ever since after that, like it had been the same night.
Yeah.
Until EO, and then EO cashed it in and won. So if Chelsea is the first non-winning, the sad part is she's probably good enough.
This is why the tripod is fun to do because we could fantasy Chelsea Green winning the Money in the Bank, being managed by Mr. Stone. That if you're listening, I will write this down and I will send it.
Well, here's the thing. We don't need to make the phone call because this stuff ends up getting spoke into realization. So just give it like a week or two, and this shit could legit happen, guys.
I'm gonna name this episode. I'm naming this episode Chelsea Green should win Money
in the Money in the Bank.
Or Chelsea Green 4. To do with NXT,
Chelsea Green 4.
AEW,
Chelsea Green 4 Money in the Bank.
Fucking TNA. It's gonna be called Chelsea Green needs to win Money in the Bank.
Or needs to win. You imagine she holds it for the full year and loses on day 365?
That would be hilarious. At the next Money in the Bank.
And then jumps in the next Money in the Bank. Yeah.
If they do like what they just did of Damian Priest, if they held it to almost like the last precedence.
I want her to hold it. I want her to hold it for a full
365
year and lose. Like cash it in right before the pay-per-view and lose.
Yeah. I want her to have a unique one too. I want her to have a unique because some people.
Oh, she would have that thing churched up.
Yeah. I don't know, but
it'd probably be a really big Funko Pop with her at the title.
This was the funnest part of the show, folks. Let's conclude NXT with there's a couple things. Trick Willie, the NXT champion, did main event. To the ring, he proclaims his innocence from the Noam Dar attack. Metaphor out minus Noam. They call him a lowlife. Lash tries to defend Trick, and then Caesar's favorite comes out again. It's Joe Coffey. Distracts Trick as Gallus lays them out. But hard RVD for the save, sort of. Gallus murdered everybody and stands tall. They're really investing in Gallus. The actual main event was confusing. And when I saw it, I was like, uh-oh. It's Lola and Shayna versus Natty and Carmen. This is the main event. I have no problem waiting till the main event to see Lola shaking that ass, but why is this the main event? As I'm taking notes, I can only guess they want to start a rift between Shayna and Lola to possibly set up a match between them at Battleground. Other than that, this is a middle of the show match, not NXT main event worthy. Shayna and Natty are here to help out the new class of women. They really have no need to main event this show. Natty and Carmen win with a heart attack. Lola kicks Shayna in the head and then shakes that ass, turns her back, and Shayna chokes out that hoe. All Teeth Ava out and makes the Battleground match, and Shayna wants it to be an underground match. Interesting. So Cesar, we got Trick Willie in the ring. Javon Evans and Trick at Gallus. And then the main event, was the women's tag team match.
Yeah, Trick Willie coming out, you know, and then book Coonan in the good way. In the good way. Yeah, Metaphor come out, talking they talk. Oro Mensah getting all mad. I don't know, fuck you mad, bro. Trick Willie called that nigga some fake nigga. And then he mad. Oh, bitch sucking on that lollipop, looking sucking on that lollipop. Yeah. And then Lash comes out because she had to defend that penis she riding. Then yeah, Joe Coffey comes out talking that yin yang, talking about if I just got made for a triple threat match while I'm out here. That's because he white and he racist. So he beating up British niggas in the back. He beating up Viking niggas in the back. He beating up Trick Willie niggas in the ring. The young OG comes out. He gets his monkey ass whipped. Then Metaphor leaves because Gallus racist. Or Joe Coffey's racist. I think Gallus just angry and Joe Coffey's just racist. But Book says he's good to the last drop because Book Coonan.
Main event.
Then yeah, old tag team matchup. These white heifers all matchy, you know. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. Nobody care about Natty, man. She ain't doing nothing. Okay? As soon as this kung fu bitch realize that and realize that she's hot, she needs to start slutting it up and do some kung fu shit in the ring. Use that sword, you know, grab on my sword. And then, you know, all's good. And then, yeah, Shayna and Lola come out. You know, they fighting and shit. And then, yeah, match happens. People get smashed around. And then, yeah, the heels lose. And then Shayna gets all pissy with her gravel teeth. JH got his dick out because he's weird. And then, yeah, old Lola kicks that bitch in the head and starts twerking. She was good. And shaking her ass on the outside of the ring. And then Shayna gets her, you know, retarded ass back up, CTE kicked in the head, and then chokes that bitch out. She's probably feeling on her butt because we all know Shayna gay. She likes to eat that box. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She's all feeling up on her butt. You know what I'm saying? We won't look and grinding all up on her and getting her lady boner on. Clit was probably harder than 3-day-old submit. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. And then yeah, all teeth got to come up there and chomp it away. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I'll bite your ass. And then them niggas like, oh shit. You know, then they break up. They break up. Then yeah, Shayna beats up the putties, runs over, then somehow gets a mic and starts chewing on that shit. Talking about battleground. Rah, 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 rah. And then starts chewing on that shit, you know. And then yeah, it goes off there. And Book was cooning, as always.
Six, we got Trick Willie and Javon Evans decimated by Gallus. And then the main event, tag team women's match.
Yeah, we have Trick Willie coming out talking about how he wasn't the man that jumped Noam. I have a feeling this is going to lead to finding out that, you know, Lash and Trick were together having a Def Jam Blacked Raw moment backstage in the locker room. So it couldn't have been him. Probably going to be that Noam and maybe his main man Mensa set it up that it made it look like he got attacked. And
dirty nigga.
Really they're trying to pin it on a innocent black man whose rap sheet is for the most part clean. So I mean, we'll get that. Women's tag team match. We kind of saw the little bit of the riffs there where earlier in the show, Shayna told Lola, hey, why don't you leave the Cholula green gyrations in the back and be all business in the ring. We know that ain't gonna happen. That's why we love Lola Vice. That's why we want her on our TV screens. We want that Cholula green gyrating on our TV sets, which showed us another reason why after the match, Shayna decided to put the submission hold on her. She, like Cesar said, she wanted to feel that tropic thunder in them hips and in them cakes on that 3-day-old submit hard clit. We wanted to see that. And she felt that. And she's like, damn, I see why she climbing the ranks real fast. Like you said, Mangria, the match itself, mid-card at best, but this was all about setting up a match for Battleground in the underground between two women who, ironically, is going to be at the UFC Apex, two women that have MMA experience. So I have a feeling this is the reason why that was the main event, to be able to set that up. So once again, was to go back to what we talked about. Hey, Tony Skeets, you're setting stuff up. You have, yes, you writing the story that brings us to a match out on a pay-per-view. So no, it was a good Tuesday night.
Well, gentlemen, we went over TNA, AEW, NXT. Now the question is, did you gentlemen, I know it just came out Saturday, but did you watch Decent Mania 5 Night 2, or should we end the show?
I didn't watch it yet. I just skimmed through it.
And we're going to end the show. If you want to check it out yourself, it's on this very YouTube page. Sheriff, you already saw it. Other 4 people, check it out. It's worth it. A lot of time invested in this.
Yes, it is. Can I put that? Yes, it is. It is very much worth it. Pre-show meeting, Sangria asked me to rank the PLE pay-per-views that we had that graced our TV screen. And I told him point blank, all honesty, mine was Decent Mania Night 2, King and Queen of the Ring, and then ATW. Let me just say this. Decent Mania, both nights, worth the wait. Worth the wait. Sangria, this man needs to take victory laps on victory laps. Send this man, shower this man with all the roses he needs. Night 2 was as good as night 1. The commentary, the matches, all that great. You also saw yours truly take the leader of the confusion into the deep waters.
The Constitution.
The Constitution of Confusion. It took him into deep waters.
The Constitution.
That's what you called the fucking solution last week.
Them niggas is the constipation. Everybody knows their name is the constipation. Who the fuck is the Constitution?
That's what you said.
They're not in the fucking. I don't know what the fuck I said last week. I don't get paid to listen to myself. Okay, them niggas is not some Bill of Rights hidden in Washington D.C. You talking about them 2 crackers? It's the constipation. Everybody knows it starts with a C, it ends with a TION.
They ain't even a constitution for the coalition of the streets. These 2 aren't even making the table for that. But I digress. Yours truly took the leader of that group of people into the deep water. And yes, he may have won, but ladies and gentlemen, there is blood in the water. This man will not be champion for too much longer. And in the main event, we had a barn burner between the sheriff and the man who heads the #1 show on APPW television on CTV. When the weekend hits, the show that you are must watching, and it ain't Saturday nights, boys and girls, it's Sunday nights. I'm not going to give away the match results, but I'm just going to say it was much watched. You need to watch it from the beginning to the end of night 2. And like I said, it was a crime that the head drip bit herself wasn't on either night 1 or night 2, but that's just personal bias. So I mean, I digress.
Hey man, look, shit shakes out the way it shakes out. Okay.
No, I mean we could have had a battle royal. I mean, but
we had a battle royal, and that's why Urza was fighting WAP.
She was fluffing up Cesar before his match.
Probably
whatever.
Dirty bitch.
But anyway, But anyway, night 1, night 2, do go watch both of them. Now that they are both out, now you can stack them. Watch night 1, watch night 2. You will not be disappointed. And please, regardless if it's in the comments, the YouTube comments of either show, please shower this man with his roses. The work he put in for this, for both nights, the work he puts in for both shows, let alone the whole season of APPW. This man deserves his roses. Please, if it's not Decent Mania, just if you throw on a random episode, shower this man of roses. He deserves it.
Much, much appreciated, sir. And by the way, a couple of Sunday Night Meat got like 101 views. I was like, what the fuck? Why does this got 101 views? Decent Mania's got 20. I was like, what the But hey, people are watching. Somebody's watching it. I appreciate
Somebody's watching it.
It was a combined effort. Thank you, gentlemen, as well, for always contributing, always helping out. Thank you to everybody. On the next After Party Hangover, I will have the hosts of the Steel World After Party on. We will go into great detail of Decent Mania 5 both nights, amongst other things. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And until next time, we do what we do best here on the tripod, and we give that big ups to Stallion Pete.